Fallout 4 was something of a mixed bag. It didn't care much about previously established Fallout lore, but it did very much expand the gameplay, including elements of crafting and even city building. Meaning that even if the story really wasn't grabbing you, there was a lot of gameplay that you could just enjoy on its own. The crafting on its own could be quite entertaining, as somehow you could take a crudely made pipe handgun and turn it into a fairly decent sniper rifle, or a submachine gun, or a number of other things. Though, admittedly, not all weapons were quite so flexible, but it's this crafting I actually take issue with. One specific part of it, the fact that it is tied directly to you leveling your character. You expand your ability to craft by selecting perks when you level. Gun Nut for guns, Blacksmith for melee weapons, Armorer for, well, armor, Science for sci-fi weapons, and Chemistry for crafting chems. And while yes, you shouldn't have access to every single modification for your weapons right at the beginning, tying it directly to you leveling and selecting perks seems a little silly. What exactly is it about clearing out a den of raiders that makes your character suddenly have an epiphany and go, huh, I suddenly know how to do another couple dozen upgrades to various weapons? And there's a number of ways you could have implemented you finding new modifications for your equipment into other aspects of the game. As if you still wanted it to be linked to combat and gaining experience, you could have made enemies drop schematics, or made it so you learned how to make modifications by scrapping guns and armor that have those modifications. Or even make it so you just slowly gain knowledge as you scrap various pieces of equipment. The homemade pipe weapons would be worth a little bit for this, and the more high-end and modified a gun was, the more it would be worth in this regard. The same logic could apply to armor, as clearing out a den of raiders will leave you with a ton of different guns and pieces of armor. Or you could have removed combat from the equation entirely. Made it so you find books and magazines that teach you how to make things. Or there could be NPCs that teach you how to make things. You could find them in places like Diamond City and Goodneighbor. But instead, you gain a level, and then suddenly know how to make many things, seemingly out of nowhere. And having it the way it is takes one of the more enjoyable aspects of Fallout 4, at least for me, and adds an element of annoyance to it that almost completely ruins the experience, and is truly the worst part of this great game. Please do subscribe, comment, like, and tell your friends.